So firstly, just a few numbers. Rene came and joined the football club in 2011. He's played over 170 games for our community squads. He's been the captain of our squads. He's assistant coached. He's a 5-time best clubman of the year, winner in the community grades. He was the 2011 best clubman of the entire club. Rene came to football a little bit late, all throughout his career. So, Adelaide boy, athletics background, and we won't talk about that, unless you want to, mate. Played his junior footy in Adelaide out at Sturt after getting involved in high school. Quit footy for a while, moved up to Queensland, got conned into playing a bit of footy, met his lovely wife, and then moved to Canberra in 2011. What kept you involved in, or what brought you back to footy, Rene, and what's kept you involved?
Moving up to Brisbane, it was hard to, well, going to the pub, it was easy to meet people, but it was hard to become friends with people because I was at the uni. I was studying a nanotechnology degree, so you can imagine most of those people weren't going out that much or drinking. So I had to go, and I had a mate that I was swim coach with, and he started at Sherwood, so that's where Clock used to play. So most people know the Thompson family. And yeah, went out for a season there, had a run around, and then went over to Kenmore, which was just across the other side of the Oval. Played 4 years there. It was just a fun place to be. We weren't bad. We played finals for probably 3 of those years. But I also was the under-17 coach there and at UQ. So started. Kept me busy during the winter and pre-season.
So it sounds like you're always destined to get into coaching over here as well.
Yes, there was.
Sorry, mate.
We did a lot of training, and probably the first thing that got me here was how shit our warm-up was. It was all static base, and so I had a fair bit of experience with that and a lot of learning, so I decided to do that better. I did talk to Rourke for a long time because you've probably done a few hammies in those periods. They had a very static warm-up too, so just trying to introduce that, and basically that's the norm now.
So you're telling us there's a little bit of science behind what you're doing. You didn't just like us, making fools of ourselves, doing funny stretches and everything in the warm-up?
That too, and probably the sick of the complaining about doing a K during the warm-up from the boys. But yes, there is a science behind it.
Yeah. So a few of you might know, Rene was the unfortunate guy dropped from our 2014 grand final. He then got himself involved in doing all of our fitness work. Was that payback, Rene?
Well, actually, the fitness work was before that. So yes, it was a tough end. Basically, helped coach, did the fitness, played every game except for the last one. So that was pretty hard. It's probably one of my regrets from footy, not playing in the premiership. Would like to change that, so if any of you old boys want to come back, Carts, come on. I know Ed's going to talk to you later, but yes, that's probably the one regret in my life in football.
Rene, so you obviously had the setback with the grand final. You've had some soft tissue injuries. You've got a lovely young family. You have plenty of excuses to be a bit selfish, and yet you always keep coming back and being involved. I've got a little list here of the things you've done. You've coordinated our training kits. You've set up our social functions. You were there doing selections, checking RO availability so we could get on when we were out at Reed. You've gone to AFL Canberra meetings, and everyone knows those are an absolute snooze fest. Sorted out team buses. You're always putting your hand up to umpire for us. What's made you always want to go and put your hand up when it would be easy to just look after yourself?
It's just providing a good environment for the boys and just trying to make the club and the boys better. It's hard to get volunteers. We probably all know that. I think they're dropping off right around the leagues, right around all competitions. And so, these are the things that we just don't want to provide an environment to play football. We want people to come back and enjoy footy and have the right environment to succeed and to grow. So that's why I put my hand up. Not everyone puts their hand up, so sometimes some of those were just someone's got to do it, especially the umpiring. But yeah.
We've got a number of boys here in this room that have been coaches of community footy over the years, and Rene's one of those guys who's been a constant for us over the years. We talk about putting your hand up. Rene doesn't even just put his hand up, he just goes and does what needs to be done. A number of things he's sorted out for us. We've got Eddie, Das, Lemo, those boys, without Rene and his involvement and his willingness to get things done, sorting out fill-ins on Friday night, Saturday morning, organising all that stuff, championing the community grades and their involvement, we wouldn't have a fourth grade. We wouldn't probably have the community environment that we do now without Rene's involvement. Frankly, I don't think we'd have been as involved in today without Rene. I think only Holty and Wads know how many phone calls Rene's had with you. But you being able to push that and make us part of one club, this is a great club, family club. I'm so thankful for your involvement and what you've been able to do for us. Just if there's anything else you'd like to say and thank the club.
Yeah, probably start thanking my parents for coming. I did start my football journey late, so they weren't really part of my football journey. But I played soccer as a junior. Mum would always take me out to training. Dad would be there on Saturday putting up the nets and helping out my uncle who was a coach. From there, moved on to athletics during the summer, so it was an all year round business for them, looking after me. I would also probably Simon, well done on your well deserved award today. But for Simon, we've always been sometimes a forgotten child, not always deliberately, but sometimes in community grade that does happen. I know when Simon came in, one of the first phone calls to us was, tell me what you need to do to succeed. I will do anything. I'm not going to pay you $75,000 to head coach, but anything else, we will give you whatever you want. So Simon, you did a lot of effort, especially through those Russ and Van Holland years we don't talk about, but to help us through. To the boys, there is so much more talent of football here than I have myself. So it's been a privilege playing with all of you guys. I started here with Gilly. Giles was a second grader who was too good for us at that time. But then, coming to see most of you guys like Kirky grow up. Buns, I don't know if you've grown up yet. But just seeing you guys develop through your lives has been awesome. Thanks to the coaches, Lemo and Giles to start there. Hopefully I didn't take too much time and space from you guys, but definitely, hopefully I added, and it sounds like it did. And now to Eddie and Darcy that have put the community grade of football in a really good place. So thank you, boys. I don't know what you're doing next year, but I love what you guys have done. A little bit more running, but love it. And finally to Megan. I thought Megan nominated me for this because I thought you had to retire to get one of these. I think I've been told that I don't have to. But yes, so Megan's been basically when I started footy again, she was there. been right through it, moved to Canberra to be with me. She's got a best friend out of this football club too. So red, white and black ball, she was there, bored shitless, could not stand it. Miles Davis, his partner was there, she was bored shitless too. But then they had a love for horses, and basically they haven't stopped talking since that night. So the footy club's given to Megan as much as it has to me. But yes, and a thank you for allowing me to continue to play. We've got 2 young girls at home. It would be pretty easy to say, you know, bath time, dinner time, it's hard work. You know, can you stop, come back home, don't give up your whole Saturdays. But she's allowed me to keep playing, and allowed me to continue to help out and to play some good footy still. So thank you, Megan. Thank you for everything that you've done for me and my family. Our family.